I just want to start by saying thank you, Fremont Studios. You take so good care of us every year. It looks so nice from here. Good evening, everybody. It's wonderful to have you here. Seeing so many old friends, some new friends, and this incredible crowd of people who believe in Agros and who love and care for the families we served. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your joy. Thank you for your generosity. They keep our mission alive. I want to start just highlighting and recognizing some special folks here. I know he needs no introduction, and you've seen him already, but he is a very, very, very good hombre. My friend Rick Steve, thank you for everything, Rick. We appreciate it so much. I also want to recognize a good friend from Guatemala who's here tonight. Ivan España and his lovely wife, Jeanette. Where are you, Juan? They're over there. Ivan is the principal of the Nicholas Christian School. By the way, take a look to that organization. It's a wonderful organization. We've been partnering with them for so many years, and we just launched a very important program in Guatemala that is changing the life of the youth in the Shield region. And finally, Sarah Marsh. Where's Sarah? There you go. Come on, stand up, Sarah. Sarah, she's from a rural area from Guatemala. She actually graduated last year from my alma mater. Nicely done. Thanks to the generosity of a family that not only supports Agros, but they started a scholarship fund. Now Sarah, she is continuing her studies at Cornell. I'm very excited about you, Sarah. I really hope that someday you are the one here on the stage and not me. You know, last year we were here celebrating our 40th anniversary. By then we had already transformed the lives of 20,000 people. You heard from Susana. Susana is not 25, it's 26,000 already. And counting. And last year, we were celebrating the 4th anniversary, but we also launched our 10-year plan, 50K by Agros' 50th. That means that in the next 9 years, we need to bring 30,000 more people into the Agros model and make for them deep transformation. That is a bold goal. It's a bold goal when deep transformation means not just taking care of the water or the health or the education or the nutrition, but taking care of the water, the health, the education, the nutrition, the land access, the business opportunities, the women entrepreneurship, the community organization. That is deep transformation. At Agros, when you invest in Agros, it's a 360 transformation. And we need to bring 30,000 more in the next 9 years. And we cannot do that without you. Last year, right here, we made 2 promises. We asked for your help. We asked for your help, and we told you that if you help us, we were going to commit, 1, to buy land again, and 2nd, to go back to Honduras, a country that has been a blessing for Agros, where our model has flourished and who were transformed, so many lives were transformed there. For tonight, I want to thank you, because thanks to you, we did it. We're back in Honduras, and we bought not just 1 finca, not just 2 finca, we're about to buy our 3rd property. And this is not a small thing. Now, we've been buying land for 40 years. We have bought more than 8,500 acres with the whole purpose of giving it to the families who need it. But this time, this land is special. No, we're not just buying land, and you can see the property right there, one of those. We're just not buying quantity of land in the middle of nowhere because we wanted size. This time we bought quality. Properties well located, 8 minutes from the airport, next to the markets, with good roads, with access to technology, where we can get the best people and the best talent, where families have the opportunity not just to produce for the local market, but to export. The families that are going to benefit from this land, they are not just going to get a land plot. They're going to get a piece in an agribusiness ecosystem, which will transform and give revenue for years and years to come. So thank you for making that happen. And tonight, we need your help. Our team is in Honduras right now recruiting families. This property, La Fortaleza, sits around 8 villages. Villages full of poor and landless people. We are selecting families right now. You know, there's thousands of families waiting. We have a waiting list. I wish we could take them all. We can take thousands of families. This year, in the best case, we can take 400 new families. Maybe, if things go well, we might take 500. But there's so many families waiting for this opportunity, waiting to change their lives. And tonight, I want to tell you about 2 families. 2 that, for me, are at the top of that waiting list. First, let me tell you about Sadi and Emerita. You know, Sadi has been working as a day laborer in La Fortaleza for many years, working hard every day without ever even thinking that he could own that land. Let me share one thing with you. When I was preparing these remarks, I asked for some family stories, and they sent me several, and I chose Sadi and Emerita. And one of the staff in Honduras told me, Alberto, you actually met Sadi. I remember now, I didn't remember then. And I did meet Sadi. You know, about a year ago, I visited La Fortaleza. We were about to buy that land. We were just scouting it. We scouted 78 properties in 3 regions of Honduras just to get the right land. And that day, it was pouring. Not Seattle rain. It was a monsoon rain. No, it was, believe me, we were so wet. But we had to walk that village. We had to walk that property. We need to know what we're buying. We need to make sure that it's going to work for these families. And in that monsoon, we walked 1.5 hours, maybe 2 hours, that land. And you know who was showing us the land? It was Sadi. He had no idea what he was doing, but he worked so hard to get us convinced. Now I think maybe he was fearful. He didn't know who was going to sell the land to. Maybe he thought, I might lose my job, or maybe I do a good job tonight and they can hire me. There's not a marketplace for a day laborer. There's not. You either have a job or just lose your job. And of course, he did a good job because we bought that land. So, when I tell you that Sadi, for me, is the number 1 on that waiting list, it's because I mean it. But let me tell you about the Ferrufino family. I think we have, yes. I haven't met them, but I'm heading tomorrow night to Honduras, and I'll do my best to visit them. Baltasar is the head of the family. You know, he's 4 years younger than me. And I'm 50, I'm not young. Baltasar has been working the land for 30 years. He's worked in multiple farms in Honduras. He actually worked in El Salvador too. He's been working in fincas in El Salvador for many years. Again, he's almost my age, but he owns nothing. He's worked hard all his life because these families work hard, harder than you ever imagined. But at his age and with that family, he owns nothing. He doesn't own a house. He doesn't own land. He doesn't own a business. But when he heard about Agros, what he owned is the desire to change. And that's why for me, Baltasar is number 2 in that waiting list. So tonight, I want to ask you to think about these families. Now, as I mentioned, I hope we could get thousands in. We can't. But we have hundreds waiting. Literally, we have hundreds waiting. Waiting for this dream to begin. Waiting to move from survival to inheritance, to build the capacity to inherit. Think about that. From owning nothing to build the capacity to inherit. Waiting to move from working for others to start working for themselves and for their children. Waiting to make that dream of ownership become true. And tonight we can make this happen. And I know that we all came here with a number in our head. I know we did. But let me challenge you. From my heart, let me challenge you. Because we can change these families. And by giving that extra, that might not make a big difference for us, it will make a huge difference for them.